and welcome back, guys, to Celestales.
Hey, guess who it is?
It's time to continue with me and John.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
It's been lard 'em up.
You're looking great. Did you shave?
I larded it.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the audience.
Oh, come on. I really did lard my beard to shave it.
Lard up the beard.
Yeah, I put
Took a bath in the lard.
Yeah, I put fat on it so I could shave it. It came off real smooth, actually.
Yeah, you're looking great too, audience. Did you do something with your hair? Looking great. You are very beautiful / handsome
Person.
Of nondescript gender.
I wish I could take you out, audience. You know, you're so there.
I don't, because I don't deserve you.
Oh, it's
depression.
Depression. You really get us, audience. You really do.
You really do. No one gets me like you do.
Yeah. Did I?
I'm afraid to ask you out though, because that will probably ruin our relationship, and I don't want to risk losing something so valuable. Anyways, so last episode we were talking about like a billboard in Times Square. I think it costs like $4,000?
Oh my god! It depends on the placement, because there's billboards that face Times Squares, and then there's billboards that are sideways to Times Squares, but you can still kind of see it. So it really does matter in terms of positioning. And then if you're pointing it next to a store that you know people will look at, that's even worse.
All right. So there was actually, what I wanted to say was like there was actually a VTuber that straight up bought a billboard in Times Square, and I think it's like still up to this day.
I heard about that.
Yeah. And she has a reputation for being like one of the most like degenerate, like I don't want to say like she makes bad content degenerate. I mean like personality wise, she is obsessed with like sex at like every opportunity. The most non-family friendly VTuber.
That's a I mean, we kind of make a lot of jokes about like, yeah, men are they make more jokes about sex than women and everything, and they make jokes, right? And in which case it's just like we set her up to make it like that, though. Like if she wanted like money and stuff, she would make those jokes to attract as many people as she does as a VTuber.
Yeah, her name is Fifi. Really great content. You should check her out. I'm actually a very big fan of her music. I love her music. Please DM me. Send nudes, please. Help. I am very lonely. Collab with me. Help. Turn me into a VTuber. Show me your ways.
I would love to be a VTuber.
I would simp hard, the hardest of simps. Get on my knees for this queen. Down bad.
I think we gotta wait. First of all, you gotta
stop me now before this gets too weird, Tony.
We have to explain what a VTuber is. Actually, it's very surprising because VTubering, being a VTuber.
Don't tell the audience what a VTuber is, because then it's gonna like be harder to justify me simping for this girl.
Okay. How about a 2D VTuber? You know, where you have a still image and the
pretty sure it's the same thing.
Is it technically? Fudge.
I mean, it's still a VTuber.
I mean, yeah. If I had to be a VTuber starting out, I would take a 2D VTuber where it catches my mouth and my blinking. That would be pretty much it.
Yeah, I've actually had I think I've told you about this before. If I could be a VTuber, I've had the idea of being like the stereotypical like anime bad boy with like the Josuke pompadour hair, and I would like yell at chat like I was an asshole. Like I would be like, "Hey, you fucking bitches, what's up? Like, welcome back to my Bloodborne Let's Play." No, the death wasn't my fault. You guys are just dumb, but I love you. Please subscribe. This is a big old tsundere.
I mean, the whole it's basically having your character be visualized, basically how you envision it. That way, you can actually play the character without having the real world problems of.
You still keep it's. I would assume it's mostly to like keep your privacy.
That's true too.
Yeah. Like, you got the popular ones like Iron Mouse, who, like, I've heard actually has, like, some kind of illness or something with their immune system, and they can't go outside very often.
Oh, yeah. I can see how that works.
So, yeah, it's really sad. But they make great content.
Oh.
You know? At the end of the day. They're just all people just wanting to have fun. Anyways, Tony, you know how I'm like super into metal and goth stuff and all that.
Oh, yeah. I do.
Alright, so let me ask you, have you ever heard of this new movie that's out on Netflix called Lords of Metal?
No, I have not, my good friend.
Holy shit, Tony. This is the worst movie I have ever seen. This is so bad.
How obviously
rate it? This is like a 3 out of 10. It's not The Room bad, where it's like it's like funny bad. This movie is just bad, like boring bad. Like it's not I wouldn't say it's offensive or anything.
This is like
God.
This is a D-rated movie.
It's a pretty hard D rating from me. So Tony, if I were to give you a prompt, you know, like let's say, can you tell me, like, describe to me if you were told to make a movie, there's a gun to your head. Imagine that there are two nerds starting a band in high school. What do you think the plot of the movie is going to be like?
Well, if there were two nerds starting a band, I would say it would be electronic, maybe something with video games.
No, I don't mean like the band itself. Like, what would the story be like? Because this
story
is so generic that I'm pretty sure you can guess what happens.
Okay, so basically we have two nerds in high school, right? So obviously they're trying for popularity because they're already making a band, and one of them is trying to impress somebody. Maybe there's a girl next door. It is a possibility with these. They're always a toss-up because sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. But the girl next door, because sometimes the girl next door character will be played by someone that they, meet up with. So it's a little there. So let's see. Do I want to go through like the beginning part? Okay, so that's the
think of the most like generic like plot for a high school like band movie, and you're probably right.
There's probably a talent show. The twist here is they have to actually be good, or else let's see, or else their names will go down in history of the yearbook as the losiest losers that ever lose.
Okay, so here's the thing, Tony. You are exactly right. Like almost beat for beat.
Movie powers activated. Let's go.
That's not a like congratulations on you. That is more of a middle finger to this movie because like how are things like this bad that he was able to guess the plot. So these two guys, they start a band and everything because like they're friends, and like one of them's really into like heavy metal and shit.
All right, like
so it's like, oh dude, we're gonna start a heavy metal band. We're gonna be famous.
So that's a you. All right, that's you. All right, let's see.
But it's like the most like generic like heavy metal bands. Like you could tell like this person who wrote this barely knows anything about rock music and just wanted to like appeal to like the rock gods, the rock fans, Okay. So what are some like heavy metal bands off the top of your head? Like the most famous, the most generic that you can think of?
Metallica. What's that one with the the show? Fuck.
The what?
The Death Clock or something like that.
Death Clock, yeah, Metalocalypse.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, Death Clock.
Well, the band is called Death Clock.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see, what like heavy metal? That's all I got.
Okay, so yeah, they Slipknot, like Disturbed, all the very generic surface level bands. There was not a single band in there that I was like, okay, that's something that would make me think you didn't just look up like most popular metal bands on Google.
They only stayed to the first page, not the second.
Yeah, there are a bunch of scenes that are actually like just straight up like hilarious to me because like, for example, there's one scene where it's like a party and one of the nerds gets like super drunk or whatever, and he sees like this super hot chick and everything. He
Yeah.
just stares at her,
Okay.
like, just really awkward, like, for an uncomfortably long amount of time. It's just him staring at her
That
for
is
this
weird.
entire scene.
I
Yeah,
can't.
and the girl's like, understandably, like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you staring at me? And he goes, because you're pretty. Now, Tony, does this girl A, walk away, B, become interested, or C, act like she's weirded out?
See?
Wrong. She is interested.
I didn't really want to say B. I was really, really hoping it wasn't B.
Yeah, of course, dude. You never. Yeah, dude. Good advice. You know, if you're ever interested in someone, just stare at them until they become interested. Because she's flattered by how she calls him pretty, but she has such low self-esteem for no reason either. Like, this girl's pretty. Like, she's okay. But she's like, nah, my eyes are too far apart, my skin is pale, and she like just keeps going off, like, listing like all the things that she's insecure about, while the guy's having a whole like internal monologue with himself about like, wow, being drunk is awesome. Like, already he's not even paying attention to this girl he just met.
True.
And the funny thing is,
goals.
this is like her only scene in the movie. She never comes back.
What? What was the what?
What was the point of that? There was no point. She's like, okay, so what I think was the point, like, they were trying to, like, establish, because, like, oh, no, because she says, like, nah, everybody's too busy, no one ever looks at me, everyone's too busy looking at her, and then, like, they show the popular girl, who's, like, hitting on, like, a bunch of guys.
This is the girl that was supposed to be the love interest. Okay. That's weird.
I guess, but, like, then the popular girl doesn't even have any scenes in the movie. She only talks once throughout the entire movie.
This movie sucks.
This is really bad.
This is really bad, yes.
The real love interest is this Scottish girl who talks about like she has like mental problems and she has to take meds or else she like goes off on like, you know, fits of anger and stuff like that.
It's because it's a metal movie that this love interest has to be crazy.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So, you know, they have the romance with them. It's actually kind of cute. I actually kind of like it because, like, at first he like sees that she plays classical music and everything, and she's actually really good and everything, and they bond over that. You know, he tries to get her into like heavy metal, and she's not really too into it. She doesn't like it, but she wants to spend more time with the guy, so they start hanging out and everything. And the other friend, holy shit, he is such an asshole, man. Oh my god, I hate this character. Because, like, he is like, no, girls can't be in heavy metal. That's gay.
What? That's a thing? When has that ever been a thing?
That has never been a thing, Tony.
Right,
There's no reason.
What?
There is no reason for
that.
There's no. They even like list off like, oh, dude, the Runaways. Yeah, okay, that's one example. Lita Ford. Well, she's in the Runaways, but dude, there are a bunch of metal bands that have like female singers.
Right, that's some that pirate metal that you were showing me had a female singer.
Yes, there's the Brothers of Metal has a female singer.
Right, I'm confused where they're going with this.
I forgot the name, but there was like one band that had like a really good metal singer. She was like one of my favorites.
I think you showed me her before. I believe so.
Yeah. Savior. That was the name. It was Savior with a U. Really good band. Love them. So, anyways, there was actually one scene that
I just have to ask. You said, "Oh yeah, it's Savior with a U," and I'm like, "Where's the U?"
Savior.
I mean, yeah, that's the point. It's just like when you think about it, you're just like, "Where's the U?" It's Savior.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. I probably should have specified. But there's actually like a scene that's like actually made me laugh. The only scene that made me laugh in the entire movie was when he's like, "No, that would be gay." And then the girl like just looks at him like, "Really?" Because she looks around the room and it shows like all of the heavy metal posters that have like all these dudes like just super jacked, super sweaty, wearing all these like tight leather clothes, and he's like, you know, that you need to see it in context.
Context. That is the context.
It's like I don't know, man. He's pretty gay.
See, that's pretty gay to me, guy.
That seems pretty gay to me, man. I mean, metal can be pretty gay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
There's lots of dicks on those demons. Lots of dicks on those metal posters.
some healthy masculinity right there. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. And of course, they try to join the battle of the bands and everything.
I knew it. There was the two.
Yeah. Oh my god! But like, there's this other character that he doesn't even have a name. He's just a bully character, and based on how like rough like the bullying is, you would think like there was like some personal grudge between this guy. No, they just hate them for no reason. There is no purpose in it. Like to the point like the guy goes outside, right? And he sees his car has not only been totaled, they spray painted like some like insults on the car. I forgot like specifically what they say. But not only that, there's a turd on the car. They took a shit on his car.
What?
So the guy decides to like then the guys are like driving around and they see like the bullies are like just hanging out. So it's like, oh wait, stop the car. So he walks up to them, and this is how he gets revenge. He flicks him, and he says, "Fuck you," and runs away.
I mean, that is a like. Okay, that response is a normal normal response for like those movies where the kid is like, I'm gonna grow courageous, and so they start doing things where they get bolder and bolder. But his response didn't make sense to what the bully did.
But they were like building it up, and I thought like, oh shit, he's gonna like beat the shit out of this guy. He's gonna like punch him across the face. No, that's all he does. And then the bullies get in their car and they drive to chase after them. Like it becomes a freaking Fast and the Furious chase. Like, holy shit, what are you going to do? Are you going to murder these kids? What is your problem? What is your damage? All he did was say, fuck you. You were stronger than him.
He stood up to me, John. I didn't like it.
The next day,
as they got away.
The next day, one of the bullies like comes to the classroom and says, oh, hey, the counselor needs to talk to this one kid. And then they jump him. They beat the shit out of him. They put tape over his mouth and then shave like half of the hair off of his face.
The fuck did this kid do?
Nothing. They just hate this kid for no reason.
Yeah, they really hate it.
Like that goes beyond bullying. That's just like I hate this kid and I want to fuck up his life.
Yeah, that's
in the party scene that happened earlier. They like the guy literally like goes up to a bunch of like drunk dudes and says, "Hey yo, that kid called you a fuckhead." And the metal guy, he's like, "No, I didn't say that." And then they just start beating the shit out of him. It's like, why? Why did you do this? There was no reason. At the end of the movie, when they see them playing live on stage, the bully is just like, "Hey, it's those guys. Let's beat their asses." And it's like, why? They're on stage right now. The teacher is right there. What are you going to do?
Beat their ass? What you mean?
Yeah, and like in the crowd, like they accidentally like push someone and they think it's like a guy trying to start a mosh pit, and then a mosh pit starts.
Nice.
It's like, what? What the fuck?
It doesn't make sense. That's
so, as I said, the romance with the other two kids, it's actually pretty cute. I like it. You know, it's okay. It's not anything great.
Yeah, because I feel like they would have forced her to do heavy metal now. Like the fuck.
Well, they don't force her. She joins in eventually. She goes like full goth and everything. But she only plays like she doesn't play like any electrical like rock instruments. She plays the cello. Oh. Which is okay. That's neat. You know, they don't ever.
That's their niche.
Yeah, they add in some classical music in there because metal actually does take inspiration from classical music sometimes. Right. You know. Mm-hmm. And so, but there's like a really like awkward scene. Like it's really like just awkward because he like says the other guy like makes fun of him for like being a virgin. and the girl like straight up like calls him up and just says like, "Are you actually like a virgin?"
What? What's the what? What?
Yeah, and he goes, "Yeah." "Are you?" "Yeah."
What the what?
And then the girl just says, "Do you not want to be?" And then just says, "Meet me in the parking lot of this church in like 10 minutes." He goes to his mom and he's like, mom, I need to borrow the car." And she goes, "Well, your dad will be home at 8:30. You can take it then." It's like, and he slams his hands on the table, just like, "I need the car now." But his dad has the car. He's not coming back until 8:30. What the fuck are you gonna do? I thought it was gonna cut to like him running to like the parking lot.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
that's what. Yeah,
No,
or biking.
no, it just shows him in the parking lot with the car, and it's still daytime. So it's like, how did you get the car? How did you get the car? And the girl brought her own car, and it's like a big ass van. So it's like, why did he need the car? Well, I guess he needed to like drive out there because it was like far away or something. And yeah, they fuck in the back of that van, but they don't show everything obviously because they're teenagers. But like, yeah, they do that.
That's the actual bad movie.
It's never brought up again.
What the fuck?
The kid got so much shit for being made fun of for being a virgin, and it never comes up again.
Would you? You know what? You've heard about those tales where people watch bad movies to bond with other people and to make fun of it and stuff. Would you?
Oh, dude, if I ever have you over, we are watching this movie because it is so bad.
It's like
It's hilarious.
I'll show this to my girlfriend just to have a nice time.
If I had one, yes.
Yes.
Because if I have to suffer, so do you.
This is true. He has actually been like, "Tony, get over here." "All right, I'm here. We're watching this." "Oh, okay."
Well, that's because it's usually like a good show, and I want to like share it with you, and I want to like see your reactions and everything. Because that's like fun for me.
Yeah.
I like sharing the things like pieces of media I love with my friends and everything, getting them interested into that stuff.
Is also basically practice for when we get big enough. You're just like, "Get the camera, Tony.
Yeah,
We're gonna watch."
That reminds me, Tony. Why have I never forced you to play Persona 5? It's like my favorite game of all time.
It's because every time we've gotten the chance, we're usually doing something else.
True. Let me know when you're back in Florida. We'll do some shit.
Mm-hmm. I'll take that in consideration. That way we can do a lot of shit.
Yeah, weren't you back in like were you supposed to be back at like the end of April now? Because like you for like the new Magic set or something?
No,
I don't know. I remember you saying something like that. That was my bad. Might be. Anyways, speaking of games that you should get into, I recently played Mortal Kombat X and I love it so much. Please play it because the game is dead because it came out like in 2015 and I have no one to play with.
I have no. You haven't. Wait, is that the one with the time thing?
No, that's 11,
Okay.
and it's not as good because that's where I got into the series. And I was like, okay, this is okay, but it's because I never had like a frame of reference.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat X is so much better, dude. Holy shit, the characters are so much cooler, has a better roster, and it's just like the gameplay is like more tight, it's more focused, more combo based rather than 11, which is like more footsie based. Every character has like double the amount of moves that they have in 11. It's so much more fun. Like even the DLC characters are cooler. Like, what would you rather play as? Like RoboCop or Jason Voorhees?
RoboCop.
Oh well, you're stupid, and I don't want to associate with you. But okay.
I really do like RoboCop.
The alien, the xenomorph from Alien, or the Terminator.
Ooh, the Terminator.
Okay, well, two out of three. Okay,
2 out of 3.
Predator or Joker?
Joker.
You know what? I agree with you. That was a bad comparison. I deserve that. But you know what? I like Jason Voorhees. I like I like the Alien. I
Oh,
like.
it was so funny. I thought you were gonna be like Alien versus Predator. And I was like, I would pick the Alien. And you're just like
Yeah, Alien
Alien.
versus Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's from. Alien versus
No,
Predator.
I thought you were gonna offer Alien or Predator.
Well, no, because both of them are in X.
Yeah. So
And they're both really.
I just found it funny that every choice I made had like robotic features.
Oh well, I guess. Well, your D&D character is also like the robot, right?
Yeah. Or Born.
Yeah.
I
Dude, because Amish cyborg. Let's go.
I was like, oh no. Speaking of metal, do you think we would be a motorcycle gang?
Why would we be a motorcycle gang,
I don't know.
Tony?
I feel like we would be a motorcycle gang.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's have like the skinniest man on earth, and you. That's basically like. I don't. Have you ever even been in a fight, Tony?
No, but I know I would probably win one.
Why? No, you've never been in a fight. Why would? How would you win a fight?
I am very feral.
Feral. Okay.
Feral, yeah.
That sounds like some like threat a 4chan user would say.
Like, I'm feral, my guys. Like, oh.
What the fuck did you just say to me? You say to me, I'll have you know I graduated top of the class, top of my class at the Navy SEALs. Right now, I'm contacting my secret network of spies to wipe your miserable face off the. I don't know how the copy pasta goes.
I find it funny that some people believe that, and I'm like, do you not know how that not works?
Do you know about the weed smoking girlfriends copy pasta?
Oh wait, the weed smoking girlfriend? No, I thought you were talking about the Pokemon cat and how for whatever reason they keep making.
Oh, you've never heard the weed smoking girlfriends post?
No.
All right, so this chat, this podcast just became the meme reaction.
The meme reaction.
I'm gonna read you the post. As soon as I find it, girlfriends. Oh my god, it's so long.
It's so
no, I have to zoom it.
It's so long.
Okay, so a dude posts a picture of 3 like punk rock, full of tattoos, like smoking weed. They're all wearing like marijuana pattern clothes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the caption is "My 3 girlfriends," and yes, they smoke weed.
What?
One guy replies, "Do they smoke weed?" He replies, "Yes, actually." You mean she isn't just smoking a cigarette, but like a weed cigarette? It is called a blunt. No, not weed cigarette. And yes, it is a weed blunt, and they all smoke weed blunts before we kiss. Parentheses, they are my girlfriends. One guy has the audacity to say, "I'm sorry, but they don't look like they smoke weed." He responds calmly, "Fuck you, fuck 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 you. I am so angry. You are so lucky my 3 weed smoking girlfriends are rubbing my shoulders to calm me down. I'm so mad. Your weed smoking girlfriend has a Hello Kitty tattoo on her belly, the one in the middle. I printed out a photo of your avatar and taped it to my punching bag. That I punch, and I mutter your URL with every strong punch. I punch you, twerp. Don't ever talk about Blaze or the wicked parentheses, tattoo, I draw on her ever again. I don't want to see you standing outside my home at 3 a.m. holding your weird dripping brown bags ever again. Okay, leave us alone. This is the all caps final fucking warning." What do you think so far, Tony?
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, we're not even done, Tony.
Oh no.
So another guy says, "Well, that escalated quickly." ... Because of course it did.
Guy. I like that guy.
The man, the myth, the legend himself again replies, What was that? Come again? Blaze grabs my shoulder. Come on, Jory, they aren't worth it, please. I jerk my shoulder, shaking her hand off. No, no!
It's
All
a
caps.
it's a narration.
I starts to just pummel you with my big fucking fists. With each blow, I let out a furious yell. The blows become quicker and harder, and the yells get louder. I'm yelling so hard and so loud, and now I'm crying. Breaking point, all caps. The week was hard, and I can't take anymore. I'm opening, sobbing at this point, while you blood gurgle. All three of my girlfriends struggle to pull me off, and they finally succeed and lead me away from the goo pile that is now your body. Ha ha ha, oh my god, who even is this dude? Someone needs some anger management classes. I love how he keeps reminding us that I have 3 smoking girlfriends. They all kiss me, and they all smoke weed, herder. And let's not forget the Blaze and her wicked tat, or that he doesn't want to see you standing outside his home at 3 a.m. Holding your weird dripping bound bags again. And this is the final fucking warning. The goo pile that is your body is now your body. I'm dying over here, Jesus. Please, Jory, come challenge me to a bout internet witticisms. I promise it will be fun.
Oh god, no.
Now here we have the antagonist of this story, you know, this man going against our hero with his 3 smoking girlfriends, the Avengers of Weed.
Wait, the hero is the 3 girlfriends, right?
Yes,
Okay.
him and his 3 weed smoking girlfriends, Tony. You have to specify.
But yeah, his 3 smoking girlfriends that smoke weed and kiss him after
smoke weed and kiss him.
Yeah.
After smoking weed,
Yes.
his simple reply, one of calmness and fairness, shoots you dead. Heh, idiot. I leave with my 3 weed smoking girlfriends to go hold hands and kiss.
How lewd.
How lewd. Very inappropriate. I don't know if he should be saying that, but obviously, you know, this dude is a man among men, Tony. You don't understand. This guy is living the life. Of course,
I feel emasculated or some shit like that. I'm sorry. I can't even think of the word. It's too funny.
One more absolute fool joins in. This dude playing, oh my god, he's incurring the wrath of Jory right now.
Who the fuck is Jory?
It's the guy. It's his username.
Okay.
His name is the Jory.
Oh, the weed smoking girlfriend guy?
Yeah, it's like a superhero name, dude.
Oh, okay, just making sure. I lost track with all the funniness.
Okay. Last one we got here, and this is a long one. So I'm gonna need you to strap in, Tony. Get your popcorn, get your drinks.
I gotta buckle on in. I got my peach ramoon. Let's go.
Okay, strap in. Get your stromboli. Alright. Come again. The bar falls silent. No one dares to make a sound, as you have just said a very poor choice of words at a very dangerous time. I remain slumped over the bar, not looking back to you, one hand limply holding an almost empty bottle, the other hand cradling my head. I repeat the question, this time louder. Come again? You can hear me slur my words. The sentence sounds like a real struggle for me to get out. I'm clearly intoxicated. A bead of sweat rolls down your face as you realize you might have just fucked up in a very major way. Everyone else in the bar is pretending to not notice what's going on. The bartender idly washing a mug with his cloth. His eyes are closed and he's muttering something to himself. A handful of people hurriedly leave. One person looks back at you, a look of sorrow on their face. They almost say something but shake their head and cast their eyes down to the floor and leave. But not you. You stand petrified. A quick look at me reveals I'm still at the bar. You look to the exit. There's still time, but there's not. There's not. There's not. Your fate was sealed away the moment you opened your mouth. Motherfuck, what did you say? I slowly rise from my stool, and being to lumber over to you. I look a mess. My hair is unkempt. I haven't shaved in what looks like months. There are dark, heavy bags under my arms. My shirt is stained and has holes in it, and I am missing a shoe. Why is he missing a shoe? I don't understand. Why is he missing a shoe, Tony?
Just keep going. I'm already strapped in for the long haul. I'm like, yeah, this is funny as shit.
But the main thing you notice is the gun tucked into my jeans and my massive muscle arms that look like they were made for punching. You know the song about the boots that were made for walking? Yeah, it's like that, only instead of boots, it's my muscles. And instead of walking, it's punching. As I drunkenly sway over to you, you think of your family. Will they mourn you, or will they try to and forget the blotch of stupidity that their child insulted? The jury publicity publicly ever happened to their family. Your thoughts are cut short as I now stand face to face with you. I grab your face and pull you even closer. Playing. There was nothing playing. No playing. You fuck. No playing. It was real. The realest thing I've ever known. Felt. Love. I loved them. Why is it past tense? I loved them. Blaze. Chas. Funk. I loved all three of them. But they. My face is wet with tears, and I'm blinking constantly in vain to hold them back. They left almost instantly. The sadness leaves my face and is replaced with pure anger. Playing. My hand leaves your face and starts to head to what you think is the gun. You close your eyes and see God looking at you, struggling. Pfft, you brought this upon yourself, dude. He says as he waves his hands at you dismissively. But instead of the gun, my hand grabs yours. Your eyes jolt open, and the anger is gone from my face. There is only sadness left me. I fall to the floor and sob. Wow, grow up. You say, before you leave the bar, but are hit almost immediately from a car and killed upon impact. Date of origin, 2015. I don't know about you, Tony, but that was like a Shakespearean play. I was not expecting that twist ending right there.
It's just what? Why?
Why not, Tony? You gotta defend the three weed smoking girlfriends.
You have to. You gotta lard them up, and you gotta defend.
Gotta lard them up using the power of lard. Defend them, Tony, with all your life.
And her Hello Kitty tattoo from your ass at 3 in the morning with your weird brown dripping bags.
The tragedy is, Tony, they left him. Why did they leave him? We'll never know.
I was really trying to figure out, how did he get to the bar? Like, where the fuck? Why are you in the bar?
Dude, he's like Thanos with all 5 Infinity Stones. He can just think and like he can control reality, dude. You don't even know his power, man.
This man was in the street. Now he's in a bar drinking, drunk off his fucking horse. They're all like, "What the fuck?" Oh my goodness.
So why does he have a horse?
I don't know.
I don't think I ever mentioned a horse, but like, if he has a horse, I wouldn't deny it.
Shoe, apparently.
Why is he missing a shoe?
I don't know.
Like, the bullet holes are one thing. Like, it's to show, like, oh yeah, I've been in battle or whatever. But like, why?
I don't know. But John, you know what time it is.
It's that time again?
Yeah, it's time.
Time to go back to your 3 weed smoking girlfriends?
Yeah, in the next episode, I'll tell you all about it.
But one question remains, Tony.
Do
they smoke weed?
Do they smoke weed? I'll give you the answer in the next episode. Why don't you say goodbye, John?
Have a good night, everybody. Never to diss his weed smoking girlfriends.
Never to.
Or the same thing might happen to you.
Yeah. And you'll be just like that song where his muscles for the boots and the fists of very meaty fists.
Those boots were indeed made for walking. That one shoe he's wearing.
That one shoe. Alright, goodbye.
Boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do.